My next question has to do with universal principles and laws compared with scientific laws. So how do they relate and how does that impact with truth?
While there are scientific laws that we are aware of, and a lot of them are also metaphysical in nature. For example, energy cannot be created, nor can energy be destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to another. This is the first law of thermodynamics. These are laws that point towards higher spiritual laws. But the basic laws, for example, like the laws of motion, that a body will be at rest and continue to be at rest unless acted on by a force, or a body will continue to move in a certain direction until acted on by a certain force. That is Newton 1, the first law of motion, Newton's law of motion. The second one being that every action has an equal and opposite interaction, or every force applied creates a counter force against it. So these are logical, scientific laws, and they actually have meaning for higher spiritual understanding as well. So a person in consciousness, until their consciousness changes, they will continue to be the same person, or they will continue to have the same life. It's another way of saying Newton 1. You understand? Or when we speak of using force, that if you apply force, if you try to control somebody or something, then what happens is that that particular situation is resisted, and as you resist it, it persists and it gets worse. And what I also teach advanced students is about oppositional forces, that when you act in a needy way to get something, an opposing force is created to keep it out. Or if you act in a needy way to get rid of something, an oppositional force is created to keep it there. It's like Newton 2. So spiritual principles are actually higher octaves or higher awarenesses of physical laws. And we know that about 100 years ago plus or so was where quantum mechanics was born. And quantum mechanics is what is termed the new physics compared to the old physics, the Newtonian physics. So there is a link between science, a universal truth of science, and also truth with a capital T. There is a link. And so we call the underpinnings of truth universal principles, universal laws. That in the same way that you get scientific laws that govern reality or govern experiences in the physical world, there are spiritual laws or spiritual principles that govern reality in our experiential world of the human experience. So there are these principles like what you focus on expands, what you resist persists. So truth is not a belief system. Truth is like gravity. It's not believed in. Gravity is experienced. You can try to understand gravity, that won't help you much, because even gravity baffled scientists and they have theories of gravity. But we can all experience gravity. So truth is like that as well. We can all experience truth, but you can't understand truth. But you can become aware of the principles that govern reality, and when you align to them and abide by them, you will operate in a way that will benefit you and empower you to live in a way that actually is progressive and prospering.